Welcome to Karma Light Readings. I'm Karma. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I hope that you guys are doing well. If you're new here, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe. Be sure to use your discernment when listening to this reading and determining whether or not this energy resonates with your current life situation. I may or may not be the reader for you, and that's okay. But if at any time you do resonate with this reading, please hit the like button. I deeply appreciate it. If you are interested in a personal reading, all of that information is in the description box below. You can head on over to my Etsy shop. All right, Aquarius. Let's take a look and see what is the current energy coming towards you and or currently surrounding you at this time. For Aquarius, please. Go for it. So there's been something that you have been praying over, that you've been wanting to do, and I think Spirit is telling you to go for it. It has go for it, giving and receiving. And then on the bottom, you have life purpose. Wow, Aquarius. I actually really like this energy because you have Cupid, then you have daydream, you have life purpose, reward yourself, focus on service. There's a really big shift that is taking place in terms of how you operate, not only for yourself, but towards others. Because sometimes when we think about life purpose, we think about what are we going to do, and that often will include some form of financial pay. I'm not getting that from this. This is something that you are doing that is for you. The payment is what you're going to feel inside, the peace, the love, the abundance. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting from this. I'm going to read this to you. It says, your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone that is involved. Stay on your present path, as it's going to take you very far indeed. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation, which is when you receive, and exhalation when you give. So balance each inhalation with an exhalation. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose. And I think that's what you're doing. That's what it felt like to me. Current energy surrounding and or coming towards Aquarius. We have the King of Cups. With the Death card. Could have been dealing with a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. This to me looks like some type of emotional rebirth, which emotional is also spiritual in a sense. It's a transformation of the unseen, but within you. And then you have the Eight of Wands to the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Swords. It's almost like you are, this is beautiful, because if I were to say to you, you're welcoming an opportunity to end something, sometimes that can be taken the wrong way. But what I'm seeing here is you are welcoming the end to a situation because of your new perception of realizing how toxic it was or how unhealthy it was. Or there's a better way that I could be approaching this. There's a better way that I could handle this. There's a better way, you know what I'm saying? And in turn, it kind of makes you a little bit calmer as well and more stable. There's some form of travel here. It's almost like you want to put something to an end. Maybe like some of you started talking to like a long lost, I don't know, the energy I'm getting is like repairing something that was long overdue. And maybe that's not exactly what it is, but that's a vibe I'm getting. It's like you want to end a separation. And it could even be like a separation from self. You know what I'm saying? In the physical, though, there is a transformative situation that's coming towards somebody here, possibly in terms of career. I do think it, again, ties into an idea that you have that's also tied into your life purpose. There are going to be a little bit of challenges along the way, but I think that you're up for the battle. It is something that comes in quickly. So let's see if we can get some clarification on this. What's the King of Cups to Death? I just really get a vibe of transformation instead of like straight ending. Yes, Seven of Cups to the Eight of Cups. Ending anything that causes you emotional confusion, distress, or feeling manipulated. Strength. That's exactly what it is. Seven of Cups to the Strength. Eight of Swords to the Six of Wands to the Nine of Wands. Victory. Again, over something that had you stuck. Over something that had you trapped. Something that you may have felt bound to or tied to. But this is a process. I think as much as you may have wanted something to hurry up, you recognize that it couldn't. What is Death and the Eight of Wands? The Two of Swords. To the King of Pentacles. So you're blocking something so that you can move forward. Five of Pentacles to the King of Swords, Aquarius, to the Nine of Cups. I just feel like this has something to do on such a deep personal level, Aquarius. Like just finally doing something for you, giving to yourself, doing something that makes you feel better or shows your growth or shows your expansion or allows you to be free from something that I feel may have been holding you back from a lot of opportunities and or joyful, energetic experiences. That's very specific energy for me to say that. But I love it. Yeah. You have Sagittarius, Aries energy here. You have Kerosene and Castle. Somebody has a really big pride issue. Okay. Somebody has a really big pride issue. This could be somebody kind of swallowing their pride and coming towards, or they've healed something or transformed something within this very aggressive energy. This is also somebody who may have been very quick to fly off the hinges here. Okay. This is, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a headache that you're wanting to let go of, that you don't want to deal with this anymore. Okay. This could have had to do with family and somebody just kind of, because you have open dishonor, humiliation, finding fault, abusive, punishment, shutdown, And I'm going to be very honest. I am seeing two specific stories, and I'm just going to say them because I don't know who's watching this. I don't always get this specific in collective readings. But the first situation that I'm seeing is I am seeing somebody actively recognize that they need to close out a cycle and walk away from a situation that is no longer healthy for them. It's just not, and you know what I'm saying? And that's why you have go for it as well. Like you have this idea to separate yourself that will get you into more of an alignment into what the type of person, I'm sorry, I'm having so much, why do I feel like I can't talk? That is going to get you into alignment with the type of person that you really want to be and the life that you really want to live and experience. Thank you. This second person that I am seeing, I do feel like this is a family situation that I'm seeing. It could be within friends as well, because you had network here, and the first thing is friends. So it could be friends or family, but you also have family here. But I feel like there was a falling out and possibly some type of silence here because of somebody's ability to be very aggressive and kind of like, provoke, stir the pot, so to speak. And I do feel like this person is coming back and just kind of wanting to like mend things and build a bridge. That's the other energy here. I don't know how that's going to play out. We're about to find out, because right now it looks like they still have a little bit of pride. They know that what they did is wrong, but they want to let it go and come towards you. Possibly they already have, or they will be within the next few days, because they want to let it go, surrender for the greater good, heroic effort, down for the cause. Okay, so bear that in mind. So let's take a look and see what you should be focused on, what Spirit says you should be doing. What does Aquarius need to be doing? What do they need to be focused on, please? Four of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Queen of Wands to the Three of Pentacles. This is a tricky situation. It is. It's a very tricky situation. It's kind of, I think it's why I feel like it's family, or maybe there's children involved, because it just seems like, there's always going to be a connection no matter how far you distance yourself. And then there seems to be this hesitation and conflicting intentions and emotions in regards to how far in should you go, and in terms of, you know, repairing something or fixing something, because I can see where there was a lot of conflict. And it's like you're trying to strategize, like, is this a setup? Is this a trap? Like, what's going to happen? Possibly because of this person's past behavior. So it's almost like walking on eggshells a little bit. And I would just tell you, or the cards are telling you, with the Queen of Wands, to just stay very vigilant and aware when you're communicating and or around this person or this situation. Almost like hyper aware, so that you can sense something coming. You know what I'm saying? Like discernment, I guess, is basically what I'm trying to say. What's the Four of Wands and the Page of Cups for what they need to be focused on? I mean, give a little. Don't just not, you know, like, don't ghost it. That's not what they're saying, but let's see. Four of Cups to the Five of Cups. Oh, okay. To the Hanged Man. So this is a situation where there is sadness in the disconnect. There is. Even though it's at that point, there is a little bit of regret in how things are pausing. You seem to be, well, both of you, I'm not even gonna lie, you seem to be very apathetic towards each other and not really sure how to handle a situation. There also seems to be a very strong hesitation in regards to how you're going to make a move, or like waiting to make a move. I feel like you could be leaving something. What is this Page of Cups and the Queen of Wands? The Page of Cups again. To the Nine of Swords. Okay. Well, you know, here you are, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, to the Five of Cups, to the Page of Swords, wow, to the Sun. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we have the Three of Swords to the Five of Cups to the Sun. So let's go back. Hold on. So you had the 2 Page of Cups and the Nine of Swords. There's really, it's just the focus needs to be on communication and thought process. And in the situation, again, I feel like there's 2 separate things happening. I feel like somebody is leaving a toxic situation, and I feel like somebody has just came back into contact with somebody that they may have ghosted for some, you know, time due to problematic behavior. Okay, so there's these 2 situations that are very present here. Probably because I have regular viewers and you guys are on 2 different timelines, and that's probably why this is coming through this way. So I feel like there's a lot of anxiety around someone's intentions and kind of like tiptoeing around how to handle it because of their known behavior and the known tension between you and this person. Okay, I feel like that specifically goes for the group who just got in contact with someone toxic. It could even be with the person who's leaving a toxic situation, right? And so there's anxiety maybe about how leaving this situation is going to play out. There are children involved. And there's a lot of anxiety. There's just a lot of anxiety and regret over how something happened. And then you have the Queen of Swords to the Ace of Swords to the Five of Cups. Like, the truth is there. There's a recognition. Maybe somebody hasn't taken accountability, but you can see clearly. I feel like you're hyper vigilant on assessing a situation. Okay? But then there's another element of reconciliation and trying to figure out how, you know, how can something be repaired? What's the strategy? But the Hanged Man also makes me feel like you just kind of pull back. Let's see. What do they need to be focused on, please? Yeah. So sometimes you overextend yourself. And so you may want to pull back and just kind of reflect on a situation here. Virgo energy. Trying to reassess a situation, maybe do the right thing or figure out what would be fair to both people. What's the right thing to do? Yeah, because there's a lot of tension, a lot of anxiety. And it's something that stays with you. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's been staying with you. Aquarius energy, the water barrier right here. Wanting to alleviate self from suffering. Feeling like you've been pulled back so far that you don't have a choice now but to let go and fling forward. Family, belonging, contentment, fulfilled, boundaries. What's the outcome? Ace of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. For Aquarius, strength. I'm sorry, is somebody here in a situation? I just like felt like somebody was a real bully or like verbally abusive. I just like a whole argument of other voices went off in my head. Or somebody may withhold, or maybe that's part of their growth is they're withholding what they really want to say. All right, Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, strength with the Four of Pentacles as your outcome. This is an opportunity to overcome a very big challenge, a very big karmic lesson. This is something that I don't think you've released yourself from for quite some time. Again, I feel like someone is not taking accountability. There's still something that's being held within. What is the Ace of Wands here in the Wheel of Fortune? The Two of Wands. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. You have a decision to make. Which path are you going to take? The King of Swords. I feel like you're really looking at something from a completely different perception. There it is, the world. That's all I need to know. Yes, your perception has changed. Again, with life purpose, it is an expansion of consciousness. So this is growth. And you see something different. You understand something different. And I feel like you're trying to strategize and prepare for the future. And you're at the point right now where it is time to make a full and final decision about which direction you're going to go. It's going to require a lot of strength and courage. Page of Swords. To the Queen of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups in the world. The Sun, so much growth. 9 of Cups, so much expansion. This is something that you've created, you've been working on, you've been praying for, you've been manifesting. There's a little bit, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know if you have a child or maybe it's your inner child. Whatever it is, that child energy, that's what causes you to stutter, I'm going to say, with your decision making. That's what gives you the imbalance and the uncertainty, okay? It has something to do with the child or your own inner child, like your own fears. But you end up tapping into your inner strength here, the outcome, and make a move. This could be in Leo season. You have to make a decision. This is a really, really random, I don't know who this is for or why this is even popping up, but there's somebody about someone taking a child for someone. I don't know. That was really, but I just heard that. Like the mother is taking, the mother-in-law, the grandmother is taking the child. Prosperity, jackpot, success, the real deal, good fortune, advantage, tools. This was hard work. It took, I mean, this was hard work. Hot air balloon, balance, freedom, uplifting, happening soon. This situation or event will happen very soon. And then you do have cat that came out with it. So maybe you have cats, or there's a situation where, again, you're just wanting to be cool and calm and kind of laid back in how you handle the situation. Rest, relax, time off, pause, and you are supported. That was an interesting reading. Let's get some closing messages here. Closing messages, please, for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Slow down, take your time, do not rush. Money is coming in, loans, investments, raises. Crown chakra may need some fine tuning, or pay attention to your crown chakra. Eat some purple foods, meditations, binaural beats. Proposal or engagement coming. This is a soulmate, Libra energy, and legal issues. Contracts, jail, court, etc. There is a decision that needs to be made here. Remember, legal issues could also just be something that you have under review that you need to make a decision about. And Libra energy, of course, is the Wheel of Fortune as well for me. It's like karmic energy as well. All right, insane chemistry, passion, engagement ring, partnership, commitment. So this could just, it doesn't have to mean you're getting married. This could just be people coming together in some form of commitment, okay? Heartbroken, deeply hurt, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, separation, date, meeting someone new, getting back out there. And then you have the Sword and the Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. All right, Aquarius, I send you guys so much love. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Bye.